It looks just like a normal landing on one of the smaller airports, somewhere in a beautiful rural area. Which is however not so. This landing had to be well prepared and practiced. The approach had to be previously well studied, and the flight conditions, as the weather situation, had to be considered. Only then could I climb the aircraft for the flight to one of the most dangerous airports in the world, and land safely at my destination. But let's all history from the beginning to roll in. I started my flight at the airport of Kathmandu. The real weather conditions were not so friendly, wind and clouds, all the way during flight over the mountains, at 16,000. I planned to land at Lukla under this real weather conditions, but as I came near the point from where the approach begins, I couldn't see the valley I had to enter during descending to 9,700 feet. At this point of my approach, I changed the weather conditions to nice weather and got a clear view of the valley and Lukla's airport. From now on, I had to reduce speed, extending flaps for one step, while using the thrust levers, only to regulate speed to minimum of 70 knots, holding nose at pitch of 5 degrees. At this time, the pilot has to estimate his descending angle to the point toward the runway, and then to decide if to continue landing finally, or to abort landing, making a turn over Lukla. This point is already quite low in height of 9,700 feet, but in sufficient distance to the airport on the opposite side, so that the pilot still has enough time to take off the airplane. If the pilot decided to land, he shall hold this altitude, and necessarily also the corresponding speed, while calculating after I measured the rate of descent to the rising runway.
यहाँ त हो रम्न पाए माया सँग सँगै यहाँ त हो रम्न पाए माया सँग सँगै कता कता उड्न पाए माया सँग सँगै कता कता उड्न पाए माया सँग सँगै माया सँग उता पनि माया सँगै जान पाए पुग्यो जान पाए पुग्यो माया भन्ने थाहा छैन.
On YouTube, I saw many videos of landing at Lukla Airport. FSX software seems to enable real landing maneuvers, and same with other flight software. Thus, I am sure that X-Plane is the only software that enables simulation of near-real flight and landing conditions. I hope that you enjoy this flight simulation. Thanks for watching, and see you at my next flight.